Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so sorry that this has been such a mess for me to get into. I've only streamed from StreamYard one other time, and I didn't have this many difficulties, so I don't know what the hard part of this was for me. Let me make sure. Don't look so frustrated. Yeah, I got super frustrated. I couldn't figure out how to get into the stream. Like, I finally had figured out how to set up a stream, which was hard for me. I typically, you guys know, I typically don't go live from StreamYard. I'm still trying to figure out StreamYard. So this has been a mess. There's a reason I wanted to go live from StreamYard today, and we are going to get into that in just a second. First, I want to go up and say hi to everybody. Sorry for the delay. Hi, Anika. Hi, Madison. Hi, Kim. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Blue. Hi, Vicky. Miss Cassandra. Beavis, TV, movies, TV shows, Beauty Demon, Shelly Belly, sorry. Hey, Caroline, Wild Blue, hey, Della, Jane, Nikki, Jackie, JJ, Savvy and Max, Britt, Emmy, Lulabelle. Yeah, you did miss the struggle. Hey, Melody. Hey, Cindy Sue. Hey, Claire Bear. Hi, guys. Is the sound going in and out? Is that better? Yeah, sometimes there is a weird echo. A lot of it is to do with using my camera. Hey, Pika P. So worst comes to worst, I have the reason I'm doing it from. Let me see if I can get this to work. Is that better? It's because I'm using my laptop for the sound and I'm using my camera for visual. I'll get it eventually. I'm not sure what to do. If it continues on even after holding this up, we may have to exit out and start a new stream to get into the nitty gritty. There's something I wanted to show you guys and just address before we talk about all of the drama that's been ensuing. And this is not to create more drama, but there's something that has been brought to my attention that I want to address with everybody. And we are going to do that really quick. So, okay, this sounds better. I have my computer propped up, so hopefully it'll be better moving forward. Let's see here. So you guys are going to have to bear with me for just a second as I toggle and figure out how to do this, because I'm going to have to share my screen. I've tried to make sure that anything that is private is not shown so I don't dox myself. Hey, Charlotte. But something was brought to my attention and I'm just going to mention it briefly and we're going to move on, and then we're going to talk about all of the dramas that have been going on, primarily about the Katie stuff, but there's been other dramas going on in all different realms of YouTube. So if you guys want to talk about that stuff too, I'm good with that. I'm probably only going to be live for about an hour. I know Emily D. Baker has her members only live after this, and I'm pretty sure several of you will want to attend that. So I am going to probably try and cap this at an hour. Hey, April. So let me see if I can figure this out. I'm going to, if you guys can see this, cool. Okay, so let's see. It has come to my attention that there is this channel going around. I'm not saying whose stream this happened on. I have tried to block out anything for you guys to be able to tell because it has nothing to do with the creator's stream that this happened on or the people who commented with this particular profile. I am only making this known because I'm not sure what this Mandapants X intentions are. I don't know if they just happen to be watching the same creators that I watch, or if this is coinciding with some other stuff that has been going on and maybe this has been made. I doubt that because I went and looked with the help of some of my other YouTube friends. I went and looked at this creator. This account has been created for a while. I can't see the chat, guys, so I forgot to tell you guys that. This is the channel here. Again, no shade to this channel, no drama to this channel. I don't know who this is. I could care less, to be honest. What bothers me is that this person may be trying to act like me, and they didn't do anything wrong per se, but just in case they continue to get into streams, I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you or that I'm not addressing you in other people's streams, because this individual was addressed, and I will show you guys. Like this person here had commented to that person and was expressing support of me, and there was no response back. I hope you guys realize when I am in other people's streams, if you guys acknowledge me, I try my best to not derail their streams, but to address you guys because I really do appreciate the support. So I didn't like that this could potentially be going on. This is, I obviously just accidentally left part of that in there, but this person was asked by somebody else if that it was me or if it was somebody else, and they didn't ever answer from what I have seen. Again, I'm not trying to stir any drama. I'm just strictly trying to address that if you guys see this person, if it's not my avatar, if I don't address you guys, it's not me. I'm probably not going to change my avatar. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you have had any interactions with this person, if they were rude to you at all, or if you had a weird exchange with them, that is not me. Again, I'm not trying to say that this account is malicious. I'm not trying to say their engagement was malicious at all. It didn't appear that way, but it's strange that there's been dramas going on within like our community. I'm sure most of you guys are aware of it. It's been going on for about 2 weeks. And I have tried my best to remain neutral and kind of out of it as far as my channel goes. So it was weird timing that this channel has all of a sudden started commenting in other streams and stuff like that. So I'm just addressing it with you guys really quick so you know if you see them moving forward, it is not me. I will address you guys. I'm not going to be rude to you guys. This person did not seem to be rude, but this person was, it seemed to be kind of maybe trying to act as if they were me. I don't know if that's true. I just want to catch it in case this is the case with this account for some reason. So with all of that being said, we can just go ahead and get on to, I hate addressing stuff like this because I don't know, and I don't want to accuse people of things that I'm not sure that is malicious, but I just want you guys to know that it's been brought to my attention. Just keep your eye out. If it's not my avatar, if there's anything weird with the name, it's not me. Just keep that in mind, okay, guys? So with that being said, we can move on in. I appreciate that, Spirit Soul. Yeah, and again, I'm not saying that this person has any ill intent. It didn't seem that way. It's just weird about the timing of them popping up, and that they were kind of trying to seem as if they were me in some of their communications with one of the other people, but I could just be reading too much into it. I just know a couple of people brought it to my attention that this happened and was asking if it was me in other people's streams. And I just wanted to address it so it doesn't continue to happen, especially if by some off chance this other Mandapants X is mean to one of you guys. It's not me. I don't want you guys to think I'm going in other people's streams to cause problems, because that's not what I'm about. Hey, Jamal. Hi, everybody who has joined. I don't know, Natalie. There's been some stuff going on with him lately. There's been other creators who have been live streaming about him, and I have been in those streams. I don't want to say it's anybody because I don't know, and honestly, I don't care. I just wanted to address it moving forward so you guys knew. That's simply all it is. I'm not trying to start an issue. If it becomes an issue, we'll deal with it, but I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. I just want you guys to know moving forward, if you're in somebody else's chat, if it's not my avatar and doesn't engage with you guys the way I typically do, it's probably not me. But always feel free to reach out to me, whether it's on Twitter, on a community post. If you don't have anything other than YouTube, just reach out to me. So now that that strange crap is out of the way, what do you guys think about everything going on? I've been in Emily D. Baker's streams when I've been able to. I've caught a couple of Charlotte's. I've been kind of all over the place since the motion was filed. But what do you guys think? We all know I have opinions, but what are you guys' opinions? Because I think I fall in line with a lot of other people. Hey, Rocklist. I fall in line with a lot of other people. No. Oh, you think they follow me? That's even a little more strange to me, but I mean, it is what it is. We talked about it. We can move on. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think this person has been going around like stirring the pot. I don't know if that's their intention though. So I just want to squash it and address it before that becomes their intention. So that is that on that. Hey, Rebel Girl. Hey, LB. Comic Nut posted a video that will drop tonight. Anybody know anything? I don't. Not that it'll be dropped tonight. I know Comic Nut put out a video and I retweeted it, but I haven't watched it, to be honest with you guys. I hope it's not coming off to you. I have not been feeling well these last couple of days, so I've been pretty much out of it and here and there hopping on when I can. So I haven't watched it yet. Will you keep? Yeah, I'll keep the live up, Claire, as long as I can figure it out. You know, StreamYard apparently has been an issue for me starting out. You think YouTube has blown up? It's a mess. KJ's response is presented like she wrote it herself. Yeah, there's 8 pages of tea, nothing about defamation. Yeah, I'm not sure what is going on. Comic Nut is EBJJ Comic Nut. He is another creator commentary channel. He covers all kinds of stuff though. He doesn't just cover like YouTube stuff, he covers all kinds of stuff. You wouldn't be surprised if she wrote it herself. I mean, it's interesting for sure. I understand was a full stop. I mean, she told everybody when she said she was releasing it that she put hours and hours of research into it. And I asked I was in Emily D. Baker's initial stream and I asked, and somebody in the chat, Emily didn't happen to see my comment, but somebody in the chat did, and they said, yes, that's normal to save money, which is kind of what Katie had alluded to. But then it was brought up again later in Emily's chat, and she responded to, my interpretation of her response was, it's not totally unnormal for the client to maybe do research, but it's not necessarily normal for the client to write the response because the lawyers have to sign off on it. So it's likely that a lawyer would review it. So I don't know if that really provided any clarification. It was written very weird. She did make the correlation, Emily made the correlation that Jeffree Star's last name was misspelled on not only this one, but the one that this suit, but the one that the partner had responded to, that it was spelled with 2 R's. So and who uses Dramageddon and Carmageddon as a timestamps? That was very strange to me. It seemed very much like a, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to try and say I'm a lawyer, but it just did not read like any other court document I've seen before. I've seen a lot of court documents, but my experience is with dependency court and criminal court, not civil court. I have like no knowledge in civil court. I think that's pretty evident in the questions that I have asked, but it just doesn't seem like a very legal document by how it was written, what was included, and nothing was related to the defamation. I was kind of curious about that, but Emily made it seem, Emily's explanation was that she wasn't really expecting that. That if they were going to try and file a motion to dismiss, now would be the time to do it. It's kind of seems like when she was answering it, the thing that I took was it's kind of normal for people who are being sued to try and get it dismissed at the beginning. Otherwise, it kind of doesn't make sense. Did Saltsy say something today? Yeah, it wasn't written like a lawyer, and she would know. Was it on Twitter? I'm sure it was on Twitter. Let me see if I can find. I could try to pull it up on my computer, but I might end up doxing myself on accident, and I don't want to do that. This new, oh, are you talking about the one that he said if you're in Washington State? Is that the one that you're referring to? I would assume so. The fact that she had to take credit 6 times for being the first one to drop the business partner suit, that was weird. Why does that even matter? Like, really, why does that matter? Like, even in trying to get it dismissed, why would that matter? No, it's a Wendy's cup. It's actually from a late lunch. Right. her audition. Yeah. Okay. So it is that one. So Saltsy tweeted 8 hours ago, if anyone from Washington State would like to sign a truthful declaration that they decided to not buy or support Halo Beauty products due to statements made by Ms. Paulson about said products or the Westbrooks, please contact us to make the arrangements. Thank you. So that was his tweet. Hey, Michelle, I'm glad you caught it too. I mean, it just was weird. Like, what made it more weird leading up to it was how nonchalant Katie was being. I mean, we've kind of experienced that leading up to this, but she made it seem like it was going to be the end all be all, that we all will see the truth. I didn't see any truth in that motion to dismiss. Am I the only one who didn't feel like anything, like whether she was going to respond to the defamation allegations or not, she didn't provide like any defense for herself at all. And not that that's what a motion to dismiss is for anyways, but no information in that was like a slap in the face to anybody, except for to her, in my opinion, because she made it seem like this was going to be the news, that everybody was going to change their mind. And I have not seen one fucking person change their mind. Sorry for cussing. I haven't seen one person change their mind since they have been able to read and dissect this huge bomb that she put off to us. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I mean, seriously, why did she? I think part of her built it up, like, to be honest, I think part of her built it up to be something massive was because she wanted to like regain the attention. People over the last, because she's been saying, oh, we're going to get our response out for like a week. So I think people were kind of losing interest and not paying attention to her other clickbait stuff because they were realizing it was clickbait. So they were like, well, I'm not going to freaking watch it. It's clickbait. I'm done, which she has continued to do, which is ironic because, you know, she doesn't do clickbait and she doesn't do this and she doesn't do that. And then there's literally video or black and white text from her proof of the polar opposite. There's been weirdo. Oh, interesting, Miss Cassandra. Yeah, she looks more foolish. I see a couple of people saying that. Yeah, I mean, it didn't make her look any more intelligent. Hey, Zales, I didn't get anything extra out of it. And I'm not trying to be mean. Like, if somebody did, please let me know. Maybe I overlooked something. I read the document like 2 or 3 times. And then I watched Emily D. Baker's first reaction to it where she just answered questions. I caught part of her actual like premiere before this one. I didn't catch all of it. I only caught part of it. But I mean, I think almost all of it's kind of been debunked. Oops. You hope the Duggars super. A lot of people hope the Duggars get. A lot of people are hoping the Duggars hop on, and you know, I don't want somebody. Despite what Katie says, and says that you know we're all hate channels and all this, that, and the other. Most of us aren't. I'm not going to say that all of us aren't. Most of us aren't. Most of us are just part of the people who have come out are really just trying to like get their name known, and the best way to like hit an algorithm on YouTube is to talk about something everybody's talking about. If Katie wouldn't make it so easy for people to criticize her, she wouldn't be one that everybody's choosing to talk about. That doesn't mean that you're hated. And if you want to say that we hate you because we make content on you, then are you trying to say you hate the Duggars and you hate everybody else that you consistently make content about? Because that's kind of what you're alluding to then. You're waiting for her to start sourcing TikTok, even if it's dismissed. Salty and Tati will refile in Minnesota. Do you think so? Yeah, there is a lot of. Let me know if it comes back. There's a lot of people who, I don't know why the audio sometimes messes up and sometimes doesn't. Is that better? You just left. Oops. You just left KJ's live and the mods were telling it. Oh, yeah, the older video that has resurfaced. I don't think that's a new video. I think that's from before. It is absolutely disgusting. I mean, the internet is forever. Like, you know that when you're coming onto this space. Katie should have known that previously, in my opinion, because she was writing for online articles. She had to have known whether she wants whatever investigative journalist, whatever. But I mean, she knows that when you put something out on the internet, it's there. It's not going anywhere. So for her to did that just happen? I thought that was an older clip. That's even more disgusting. You want to say you're an again, the stuff always just makes me mad because she wants to say that she's an advocate. She wants to put out this stuff that she created her channel to be a source of advocacy and stuff like that. And then she does this stuff that is the total opposite of what an actual advocate would do and what actual advocates stand for. It is so mind-boggling. That's why people think that there is an underlying mental health issue with Katie, because her behaviors, they logically don't make sense to a lot of us. She hasn't been able to not talk about the lawsuit or anything around it since ever. And I can't remember, hey, Tiny Dancer, I can't remember which live it was. It's deleted now or privated, whichever. We can't access it. That she did, but she was it was for the giveaway that which I have not talked about any of her giveaways, but it was for the latest giveaway. Sorry, I just did a hard eye roll because it frustrates me so much. Where it was giving back day, but it wasn't her money she was giving back. It was a subscriber had donated to give to other subscribers, and she wanted to raise money for Ronald McDonald. She was reading, from what it seemed to me, she was reading a script. Why the heck are you reading a script to announce a giveaway? Why? Why? Why on earth are you doing that? Why is it whenever it comes to anything serious, you're reading a script, but for all this stuff that you probably shouldn't be talking about, there is no script? I don't understand this. Why is it when you want to talk about your son, you read a script for that because it's serious? You want to read a script about your giveaways, about apologies, which you can't even hold yourself to your initial apology. You continue to say the same apology over and over and over. It's just ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous for you to for anybody to continue this kind of behavior. I know the Reddit has everything. I can't work the Reddit. I mean, you guys saw at the beginning of the stream, I am so technologically illiterate. It takes me long. If I'm shown how to do something, I can watch somebody do it, I get it like that. I learn super, super quick and I retain it. The problem is me learning how to do it, especially when I'm learning on my own. I have Adobe Premiere and it took me 3 months to figure out how to cut out, which once I found out how to do it, I was like, are you kidding me? But I couldn't figure out how to cut parts out. She says she's a journalist and an advocate. She is not either, in my opinion. Don't rile the lawyers. You can't work Reddit either. I am glad I'm not the only one, Kelly. I've tried. I just can't. Yeah, it's Rockless. I agree. It is very strange to have a subscriber donating to give back to subscribers, especially when she's trying to make it seem like she is so charitable. Why is it? It makes no sense to me. And I understand maybe a subscriber who has the wealth and wants to give back, but I don't know if it should have been handled in the way it was. I personally don't think it was handled maybe appropriately. I wouldn't do anything like that. Yeah, KJ's an advocate for KJ. Isn't that the truth? KJ, Reddit is your life. You think she needs to get off the internet? And I've said before, like, I'm really not trying to cancel her. Do I think it'll be okay if she didn't have a platform? Yeah, I do. But like, I have nothing against her, but I think she needs to, if she wants to maintain, she gets so upset and so riled that people say she needs to get off the internet, she needs to unplug. I mean, honestly, it's solid advice. However, if I get that this is how she makes money for her family, so I would think she would stop doing live streams and only do pre-recorded content. And then she would kill two birds with one stone. She would keep getting money for her content. She could film her Duggar content and stuff like that, keep getting money for that. And then she would stop putting her foot in her mouth and like stirring up the pot more if she didn't do live streams. Half of these problems that people have are because of her live streams, and that she is just honestly, like, I've said she's a bad person because her behaviors exhibit that of being a bad person. Like, she uses mental health. I don't know why. What do people think? Like, I understand. I don't want to misspeak here because this always kind of frustrates me. I understand that mental health surfaces and manifests differently in every person. I really do. I understand that. I understand when I say I have ADHD, it doesn't amount to maybe what she is experiencing. However, why is she taking medication then? Like, your medication is supposed to be managing your ADHD to help you not have those issues that ADHD provides. Again, I understand it manifests differently and that it can be severe, but you are uploading 3 to 4 videos sometimes in a day while you're live streaming, while you're going on Instagram, while you are tweeting. So your medication has to be working to some degree. Why is it whenever it benefits you, it's your ADHD that caused you to say or do that thing? That's not advocacy work. If you are seriously struggling with those things because of your ADHD, you should do an educational and informal, like a formal video about it, rather than you put your foot in dog shit and it's, oh, I have ADHD, I didn't see the shit there and I stepped in it. That bothers me. You can have mental health and it not be an excuse. Mental health does cause you to behave differently, especially if it's being untreated and unmedicated. It can wreck your life. Any and all mental health can. But it is not going to go over well when you're using it as the excuse for always getting yourself in issues. I mean, this happens over and over and over again with all kinds of creators that they will maybe have never mentioned that they have any kind of mental health, but they do something super shitty in the public eye and they get criticism, and it's like, oh, they have to come out with their mental health story. Which, great. Like, honestly, I'm glad you are maybe telling your audience that you're struggling with mental health to break the stigma, but you are honestly furthering a worse stigma by allowing it to be an excuse for shit behavior. It just is. Like, it really is to me. I can't stand when that kind of stuff happens. Yeah, Eliza Bunny. Like, you can have mental health and it not be why you did something. It can, like, not be the reason for it. It can maybe attribute to part of your behavior, but you can't put everything on that. Like, you're an adult. You've gone through, how people have said she's like in her 40s. I don't know how old she is. I could care less. But you've gone through life to 40 years, and you've managed to drive okay, you've managed to have a son, you've managed to be a parent, you've managed to obtain a large following on social media, but when you misspeak or you treat somebody like crap, it's your ADHD acting up. Or you're on a live stream and you forget to turn the sound off on your computer and your email or whatever notification you get starts going crazy and you start looking at it. Like me, for somebody who has ADHD, when I start talking, because I do have it, when I start talking to you guys and I want to get my point across, can you not tell I'm not looking at the chat? I stop addressing you guys because if I do read the chat, I'm going to get sidetracked. I have learned how to cope with my ADHD. I am 10 years younger than her. I understand it can be different, but I don't have medication to help me with that. I have learned how to cope and how to maneuver my life. I would imagine if I was medicated, I would be even better at this. Maybe that's an assumption I'm making, but I'm just saying, like, you can't have it every which way. You just can't. And that seems to be a running theme with Katie, is it's whatever she wants it to be. Just like her, whatever she was going to file in this lawsuit was going to be the bomb.com, and it was going to prove everybody that we have been wrong and that we have been lying on her name, even though most people who have been talking about her have been able to provide either video proof out of her own freaking mouth or tweets that she has tweeted out, but we're the ones lying. Hell no. Hell no. Like, own your shit, man. You're 40. Own it. You said something shitty. Okay, fucking own it. Say sorry and move on. People would have so much more respect for you if that's what you did. So much more respect. Because that's what being an adult is. We all mess up. You're right. You have preached and preached and preached about how you're human and you make mistakes and we're not perfect and nobody's perfect. Absolutely. That's why when we fuck up, when I have fucked up on my live streams and said things that I know can be offensive, I have caught myself in the second and I have apologized immediately and acknowledged the fact that what I said was shitty. Because I'm a fucking adult and I can take ownership of my mistakes. I can acknowledge it. I can self-reflect and I can try my best to not make it happen again. Where is that energy for you? What you put into your content does not translate onto you. You need to put a mirror in front of your face whenever you want to judge these other parents, when you want to judge these other people, when you want to judge the other commentators. Put a mirror in front of you before you speak, because you will soon realize a lot of what you are saying, you are fucking doing, and the others aren't. You are twisting what the others are doing to fit what you want to fit because you want to be the one that everybody has to say, oh, Katie, you are so right. They're mean. No, they're not mean. Judgment and criticism hurts everybody. Absolutely. Because you are reflecting the fact that you maybe did something not to the best of your ability, and that sucks. That's like when you're at work and you think you did this amazing job, but inside you know you half-assed it, but you're hoping that you half-assed it well enough to pass. So you turn it in, and then you don't get the A because you half-assed it. I mean, that's just the harsh reality of what it is. Like, that's life. Either you put your all and your honesty into it and hope that it comes back because that's karma, or you put your half-assedness into it, and then again, karma is going to come back. And as Radiant Brit said when this first started, karma's here to collect for you, Katie. Like, you're not going to be able to dig yourself out of this at this point because you absolutely cannot take any accountability. You want to tell other people they need to take accountability, but you can't. She is somebody who, in my opinion, has not been able to take any amount of accountability for herself and her own actions. But she sits there and she says that I have said sorry before. Okay. Okay. I've witnessed your apologies. About 4 or 5 at this point. Where are they at? They're blocked, they're deleted, or they're privated. Why? Why? Why are they reportedly deleted or privated? Do you not stand behind those apologies? Is it because you're a fucking hypocrite and you say you're sorry and then you do the total opposite? Like, what is it? Which way do you want it? Like, your own content. I'm sure if she reflected on her own content, what is privated and what isn't, or what she's deleted and what she hasn't, she would be able to see the pattern for herself on why she gets the criticism. But there's no freaking way that she will do that. The problem is I don't have a mic. My sound comes from my laptop. And I really don't know where the mic on this thing is. I don't know if it's getting better or not. Or comments are turned off? Absolutely. Absolutely. Good thing you can see lips. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. It's always whenever, if I stream from just my phone or just my laptop, I don't have audio issues. The only other time my phone is near me, mannequin. I will put it on the floor over there, so maybe that'll help. I absolutely think she does. Lee Ann says, do you guys think maybe she does this on purpose to create revenue? I think she does. I definitely feel like this is all orchestrated at this point. Okay, it's better. Maybe it was my phone. I don't know. The only reason I went from, yeah, I'm sure there's an echo. I don't have any acoustics in here for sound yet. How do you think she'll learn to stop doxing people? I don't know. I really don't think that Katie is going to learn anything that we provide her criticism for. Like, I don't, no, I'm not listening to the stream in the background. I don't, like, my honest thing is, like, at this point, I really don't think she is going to learn from all of these mistakes because these have been going on for over a year. And Emily D. Baker made a good point that Katie wants to continue to push the 18-month thing for her being on YouTube, which isn't true because when I did that collab with Radiant Brit and we did Get Ready With Me's, those videos were 2 years old. That I watched about 3 of her old Get Ready With Me's. Those are 3 years old, which little self promo, I did another recreation / reaction to her most recent one. Hopefully that'll be up for you guys tomorrow. I have to edit it. I finished it right before. So if you're interested on how I got this look, I did it in that video. She will never change, and if she does, it will be very short-lived. I mean, you can see that that's already, like, she's tried to put off this persona at times when she's gone live or she's done these videos and she's super like high pitched and super like fake smiley. Like, I mean, like, we see that stuff happening. Yeah, all the videos she's gotten rid of. It's just been, she changes for 2 hours. I mean, not even that sometimes, because in the live she did today was calling her doxy in her video. I haven't seen Truth Sleuth's most recent video. I need to. She got kind of nasty even in her live today. The Get Ready With Me, and I mean, I make some of this commentary in the video, but I don't really care. If you guys want to watch it, you can. But she does a couple of things in that, and she really shows that she hasn't learned, because a lot of the criticism that she gets is not just like her nasty behavior she's done towards other creators or towards who she talks about. It's also how she treats her subscribers or previous subscribers or previous moderators. And in that video, she kind of got nasty with one of her subscribers for just mentioning something that was contradicting in literally like the 10 seconds it happened in. And it's just like, you're proving us even more that you aren't nice. You're not nice to your subscribers. She tried to play it off at one point like she had politely told her subscribers that the memberships for that channel to go ahead and cancel them. I don't know if you guys remember the live stream where it was brought up, but I do. I'm pretty sure it's been deleted since. But she talked very poorly in that live stream. And I mentioned this in the video. I don't know if it'll end up clipped in or not, because it's like an hour and a half of footage I need to cut down. But she was not nice when she talked about her second channel when somebody asked about that membership. She said, well, just cancel it. I'll be back to it eventually. She said something along those lines, like really nasty. That is not snarky. Like, she needs to really learn what snarky is. That's not being snarky. That's just being mean. I think I mentioned something along those lines, Nikki. It is interesting to me, and again, I don't know what'll be clipped in and what won't be. Hey, Liz, is the fact that she said that, when was it? Last time there were concerns for her going to get Botox, and she got her new camera and her new microphone and all of that. She had just recently kind of pandered to her audience to support her for whatever reason. And more recently, she has pandered to her audience to help her pay for these legal fees and this legal stuff. And here she is yet again flaunting expensive makeup and expensive items and saying that she just put a purchase in. I mean, Sephora stuff is expensive, and I talk about it. And I don't talk about it in a mean way. I'm not one to talk. I have 4 Natasha Denona palettes. I don't have a palette that is $240 though. And, you can, okay, I will check it, Anika. You can spend your money how you want to, but she can't get mad when people question how she is spending her money when she has recently asked her subscribers to help her and donate to PayPal, which I'm not hating on people who want to ask for PayPal donations, but I think it's kind of a way for others to not be able to track how much they're getting. Because when we have people like Katie, who we criticize for, how she asks for money, whether that be, encouraging people for memberships or like almost forcing people to send super chats, people can actually watch that happen on screen. And when people are donating to PayPal, it's not publicly seen. Not one item from this morning was drugstore. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I know. Who doesn't want nice things? Yeah, I'm not hating on her for having the items, but she can't get mad at people or her subscribers for questioning where the money came from. I mean, honestly, the way she's paid is by having a YouTube channel. So, YouTube is paying her, and in a sense, we're paying her when we watch her channel. Hey, Tara Lee. So, she's getting paid from that. Unless you're watching it on an ad blocker, she is getting paid by memberships, which I've never subscribed to her membership. And I have stated before, I will state it again for anybody you are paying their membership for. Make sure you are getting what you're paying for. If they say they are going to offer members only live streaming, or they're going to offer behind the scenes footage, or they're going to offer shout outs, or whatever they say they're going to offer that you're paying for, make sure you're getting what you're sending them money for. Most that I have seen are pretty good about doing that, but I have seen some other creators, including Katie, that I don't know if they are following through with that, because she had memberships on her second channel, which I'm sure some people were paying for, and you know that she wasn't even uploading normal content, so she sure as shit wasn't uploading the other content. And that, like, you're providing a service that's not being dealt, like, that almost can fall under scamming people. I'm not claiming she's scamming people, but I'm just saying, like, that is almost the literal definition of what scamming somebody for money is. So please, everybody, if you are paying for memberships, be sure you are actually getting what you're paying for. She's done one actual members only video where no one else could see it but the members. People are paying, like, what, $25 a month? Isn't that her highest one for members only stuff that they're not getting? I would cancel that. You bet she's expiring just to justify she needs it for her YouTube channel. I mean, maybe she is. I don't know. I mean, we can only, make assumptions. Yeah, Nikki, I did. That is definitely going to be in the video, the whole licking of the Q-tip thing. Let me pull up her channel and see what her membership ranks are for you guys. I can't see the chat, so just hang on. Let's see here. Her memberships, her lowest tier is $3.99. Her next tier is $9.99, and her largest tier is $24.99 on her main channel. Let's see what they are on her second channel. Sorry, my husky is shedding, so there's little furries flying around everywhere. So she has 4 on her second channel. $1.99 is the lowest, then $4.99, then $9.99, and then again $24.99. Those are her costs. So what's interesting to me is I know she could have easily enabled the members on her second channel. I mean, I would think if you knew you weren't going to be posting on there, which is what you tried to allude in your Get Ready With Me today, which isn't true based off of the live that I had seen previously, but you could have turned that off if you knew you weren't going to be providing content on there. Does she think she's HBO? I mean, I've seen other creators ask for that much. I don't know if they are, if anybody's paying that. I don't know. I've paid for a couple of channels memberships here or there, but I can tell you currently I'm not paying for anybody's membership anymore. Surely if she's not doing anything on that second channel, membership shouldn't be an option. I mean, I would think it wouldn't be, but it's still there. She did post today, so maybe it was enabled previously to today, but I don't know. I didn't look. Her content is horrible for a journalist. She's very well spoken. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean, Andrea. Hulu is cheaper. Absolutely, Hulu's cheaper. Even Netflix is cheaper. You could buy, isn't Netflix like $12 a month and Hulu's like, is it 8 or 9? So you could have both streaming services for cheaper than her higher tier. You paid Emily D. Baker's $24 a month because of appreciation. However, you don't plan on staying at that tier. Hey, Sloan, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, I understand if the creator, I don't want it to be misconstrued. If the creator is actually like following through with what they say their membership is going to be and you're actually getting those added perks to paying, then absolutely. If you enjoy the content and you want the extra stuff, by all means, go ahead and pay for it. I have nothing against that. I have just seen a couple of channels as I've become aware of this YouTube sphere and how things work. I've seen a couple of channels, Katie being one of them, who enacts these memberships and don't freaking follow through. And it makes me mad. Like, don't take advantage of your subscribers. You shouldn't be like tricking your subscribers into sending you super chats by not addressing them unless they super chat you. That's crappy. You shouldn't be pushing people to join all of these different paywalled things. Like, to me, it's fine to have different social media platforms, but why are all of these creators putting everything against these paywalls? Thank you so much, Blue Wild. You are so sweet. I just don't understand why people do that. We're happy you're here too, Sloan. Emily's info is fake and biased. How is it fake and biased, Holly? My question to you is, Holly, do you have a law degree? I mean, nobody gang up on her. I'm just asking, like, if she has a different opinion, that's fine. But if she thinks she's interpreting the law wrong, I hope you can back that up because you have your own law degree and you can decipher legal documents. Was she in somebody else's chat? You guys seem to be aware of who she is. Just block her. Okay, if she comes back up, I'll block her. It seems like she stirred the pot. Whose channel did she stir the pot in? Yeah, I agree. Everybody has a difference of opinion. I have nothing wrong with people who have difference of opinion. But if you've gone and trolled other people, and obviously most of my chat has observed you trolling in other people, I'm not going to let you troll here. Ah, she was in Charlotte's stream from earlier. I missed Charlotte's stream. She tried to disrupt Emily's stream too. Okay. Well, if she messages again in the chat, I will hide her out or hide her from the channel. We'll see. Whichever one I click first. I feel more official now. I have somebody who's trying to stir the pot. That doesn't happen too often. I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? You love a good troll. If she would apologize to Kate. What has Emily done to need to apologize? I'm glad you don't care, Holly. That makes it so much easier for me. If my chat would stop moving for just a second. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. I am good. How are you? I hope everybody's doing great. I'm pretty sure almost everybody here loves Emily. I understand, Katie has some hardcore supporters, and I've said everybody deserves those supporters. They do. Don't go in other people's streams stirring the shit. It's one thing to go into somebody else's stream and talk from a serious standpoint and provide criticism of whatever you're hearing. It's a different thing to come in here and talk poorly about another creator because you don't agree with what they're saying. You can do it as an adult. If you can't do it as an adult, then what do you expect? Do you expect people to just let you talk crap about other creators? I'm not going to let you do that. Other creators might let you talk shit about others, but I'm not going to. Is that better? I know, my audio keeps fading out at times. Is that better? No, it's not your computer. It's mine. Lisa, you're funny. Facts, not fuckery. Absolutely. And don't feel like you have to censor yourself in my chat. I don't care. It's better. Okay. I think maybe once it gets to a certain point, maybe when the computer starts to heat up, it kicks the audio back for a little bit. I don't have a mic. I know it's annoying for people. I typically don't stream through StreamYard because one, I'm terrible at it, and two, I end up with technical difficulties. Whenever I stream either just through the laptop or through my phone, I don't have these issues, so I apologize. I just needed to show people stuff at the beginning of my stream. Yeah, I don't care if you guys cuss. I will approve it if I see it. If I'm going through a little stint where I'm not paying attention to my chat, I won't cursey words. I love how Emily calls them cursey words. I would so like to adopt that term, but I know she's known for it, so I don't want to be like a poser. But I think it's cute. Yeah, sorry for the sound, guys. I'm just about done, so anybody who's interested in watching Emily's stream because she has a members only stream, I know that there will be you love cursey words. A lot of people do. Thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. You are so supportive of everybody. I appreciate that. I know we have primarily talked about the Katie drama. There has been other stuff going on throughout the YouTube world as far as drama goes. So thank you, Rocklist. So if you guys are interested in it, I will probably try to do a live stream if I'm feeling okay tomorrow day rather than at the evening. I might put out a poll for you guys. Sentence enhancers. Absolutely. I should get one of those t-shirts. So I'm going to try and edit the video that I did today, which, spoiler alert, I've told most people who were in here, it's another reaction / recreation of Katie's Get Ready With Me from earlier today. I got to edit it, so that's going to take some time. Hopefully I get it up by, yeah, Beauty Demon, that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, there's been stuff with Deaf Noodles, with Augie. There's been stuff with, oh man, who's that? There's been so much I can't even remember what all I was ready to talk about. A lot of the dramas going on, I kind of have been watching. There's been stuff going on with somebody trying to maybe be me, so that was interesting. If you didn't see that, I would suggest watching the beginning of this stream. But that video I'm hoping to get out tomorrow, and then I will try to go live at a different time tomorrow and give you guys, yeah, the Gabby DiMartino stuff. There's been so much, and I like, see, when you guys say it, I know about it. Like, I have my opinions on it. So maybe we can do a stream talking about the other drama and not Katie tomorrow. I'm sure she'll come up, whatever, if she does. But I don't want to keep people here who I know want to attend Emily's, and I don't want to people feel like they're missing out here because they want to watch Emily's stream, if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just chat. You could, yeah, I put that at the beginning and showed the screenshots. So for people who maybe weren't here at the beginning, if you see somebody by me with maybe an X at the end of the name or an avatar that's not my photo, that is not me. If they don't engage with you or if they are rude to you, that is not me. I'm not alleging that this person was being rude. I don't know what their motive is, but it's weird. It's weird timing with stuff going on. There's more to it that's weird. I just don't want to create any drama that's dumb and doesn't need to be created. So I'm just addressing the fact that if you see somebody with my username with maybe weird characters, or it's not my photo, or doesn't engage with you guys the way I typically do, it's probably not me. Feel free to reach out to me, whether that's on Twitter, Instagram, or my email. I will clarify if it was. I'm not saying I don't have bad days, but I'm not going to change my photo anytime soon. So with all of that being said, I appreciate everybody being here today. I appreciate you guys all talking to me. As you exit, if you could like the video, and if you're not subscribed and you liked my commentary, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.